Hi guys, this is Paige. I want to make this video about why a lot of people are put off from Christianity. A lot of people are put off from Christianity because they view it as a set of rules. Don't do this, don't do that. That's a sin. We're not to do that. You can't do this. Right? So they view it as very confining and they don't want anything to do with it. But they're totally missing the point of what Christianity is. Christianity is all about love. It's about loving God and loving people. Yes, in Christianity, we are to keep God's commandments and we're not to do certain sins. Why don't we do those things? Because we love God and it would hurt him to do those things. If you're a Christian and you base your walk on, I can't do this and I can't do that, and this is a sin and I can't do this, and that's your focus completely, that's not good. That's not going to help you endure with Christ. Love for God has to be your focus in enduring with Christ, not doing this or not doing that. Because that's why we don't do it. Because God's protecting you from it, and it would hurt him, and it leads to hell. That's why we don't do those things. And we want to fellowship with God and show him we love him. Everyone has a way they feel loved, right? How does God feel loved? By keeping his commandments. That's how he feels loved by you. That's at the core of how he feels loved by you. So if you don't keep his commandments, he does not feel loved by you. That's just the truth. And that's what he says. If you love me, keep my commandments. Why have I done everything that I've done? Why have I preached everything I've preached? Because of love. Because I love God. My love for God overcomes everything else. It's stronger than everything else, than the persecution, than the suffering, than the hardships, the tribulation, people thinking I'm crazy, people thinking I'm a fool, people saying horrible things about me, lying about me, whatever. My love for God overcomes all of that. And that is why I have been able to stay with God and serve him the way I have been able to. Because of love. You need to fall in love with God so you can endure all of it. How do you fall in love with God? You fall in love with God by coming to a deeper understanding of what Jesus Christ did for you at the cross and what he paid for you, how he paid for your sin, how badly he suffered for you, and how much he loves you. And as you come to deeper understanding of that, as I have done throughout my 10 years with God, you'll really get to that point where you will fall deeply in love with him. And you'll be like, you really deserve it all. That you've done that for me. It's so important. It's so important that you get to that level where you can fall deeply in love with God, because that's how you're going to endure all of it. And that no human could love you like He does. That's what Christianity is about, love. Loving God. Man, when I was younger and I didn't know really about Christianity, I just thought what Christianity was, oh, these people, they go to this building on Sunday and they just pray there and they believe God is real and Jesus is real. And yeah, that's what that is. I had no idea that God could actually speak to you. That He could actually talk to you, that He would talk to me. Because Satan doesn't want people to know that. Because that's one of the best parts of Christianity, relationship with God. Because guess what? If you keep God's commandments and you have the Holy Spirit, God's going to talk to you. And it is awesome. It is so awesome. Not only coming to the understanding of what Jesus Christ did for you at the cross, but then have Him talk to you and show you how He loves you. Then you'll fall even more in love with Him. So let love be the center of your walk with God. That's how you're going to endure it all. And people who think, oh, Christianity is so confining, it's just a set of rules, you're totally missing the point of what it is. God doesn't want us to do those things because He wants to protect us from the consequence of those things. Christians really got to look at themselves and think, do I really love God? Do I love Him? Am I keeping His commandments? Or am I just living in sin, saying I love Him, and He knows I don't? Why are you messing with His heart like that? You're not caring about what He feels. You don't care about His feelings. Your love for God has to also trump your wanting to sin when you're tempted. Not that we can't fall at times because we're not perfect, but living in it. No, I'm not doing that. I love God. I care about what God feels and what He thinks about that. He doesn't want me to do that. And it would hurt Him. So no, I'm not doing it. You know what I mean? Man, to actually be with God and hear from Him. Someone came to me when I was 15 years old and told me, one day you're going to teach people the Bible. You're going to be a strong Christian. You're going to love God very much. I would be like, what? I'm not going to do that. I'm going to be a doctor. I thought I was going to be a doctor when I was 15. I wanted to do all different things. And one time I wanted to be a ballerina. But at that time I wanted to be a doctor. I would laugh. Be like, no way. I'm not doing that. I'm not religious like that. That's probably what I would say. But then when I was like 26, 25, 26, God drew me to Himself and I fell crazy in love with Him. And guess what I'm doing now? I'm teaching people the Bible. It's God's plan, isn't it? A lot of people who watch me and who are Christians will probably look at themselves also in their walk and they'll be like, how did I get here? How did I become a Christian like this? Some people are actually, they were atheists and now they're Christian, or they were in a different religion and now they're Christian. They're like, how did this happen? Oh, it was God's plan. It was God's plan. And I'm able to endure all of it because of my love for him. God knows everything I've done is because I love him. Everything I've preached is because I love him. He knows the heart. You can't hide things from God. I can't hide anything from him. He knows all my motives and why I do everything. And I love him more now than I did when I first fell in love with him, because he's taught me how he loves me. So come to a deeper understanding of what Jesus Christ did for you and how he loves you. And then fall in love with him and let that be the core of your walk with him, so you're able to endure everything. All right, love you guys. Bye.